So, if I'm going to write a story with Elephant and Piggie, first thing that I need to do is come up with an idea for what my story should be about, right? Most of the time in the classroom when we practice writing, we're either writing stories that happen to us so we know what happened, or we're writing stories or steps for things that Miss Bache-Wiig tells you what to write about, right? With Elephant and Piggie, when we're making up our own story, we have a lot of freedom of where we can do and what we can do. But first, we have to think of what our two characters might be doing, what kind of crazy adventure they might be going on. So, first thing we do is called Brainstorm. We come up with ideas of what Elephant and Piggie could be doing together. So, maybe they want to go outside to play, but it's raining. Or maybe they're stuck inside their houses. Maybe because of the rain. Maybe because, who knows? Maybe they're just not allowed out of the house. Stuck inside. Let's see, what else could Elephant and Piggie be getting up to together? Maybe they're going to the zoo. Go to zoo. What else might they do together? Maybe they're trying to build a snowman together. So first thing I have to do is come up with some ideas of things that Elephant and Piggie can do while they're together. Now, the next thing we need to do is to kind of act them out a little bit. Figure out what we want our characters to do, what we want our characters to say, and we'll figure out which one of these tells the best story when we act it out. Now, you could use, to act things out, you could use puppets. I just drew Elephant and Piggie, but you could also use stuffed animals you have at home. Miss Bache-Wiig doesn't have stuffed animals here, so I didn't have anything else to act them out with, so I just made my own little paper ones. You could make puppets. You could use whatever you've got at home, or you could make your mom, dad, brother, sister act it out with you. But I'm going to use these guys and act out some of these stories and figure out which story I like best. And that'll be the one that I start to write down. Now, it's important to remember that when we're making up our own story, we might have to write it more than once because we'll think of something else that has to happen. And with Elephant and Piggie, it's important to not only be thinking about what the characters are doing, but also what they're saying to each other, right? On our Elephant and Piggie paper, there's lots of speech bubbles. So we've got to be thinking about what Piggie might be saying to Elephant and what Elephant might be saying back, because their words, they're talking to each other, tells most of the story, right? So let's think about what might happen if it was raining, but they wanted to play outside anyway, right? So Piggie says, maybe I want to go outside and play. And Gerald, the elephant, says, it's raining. We can't go outside. And Piggie might say, what? I don't care that it's raining. I'm going to go outside anyway. Gerald says, if you go outside in the rain, you might get sick. What does Piggie need to do to keep himself from getting sick? Maybe put on his rain boots and his rain jacket and take an umbrella with him. Okay, so Piggie gets dressed in his rain boots, his rain jacket, and an umbrella. And he goes outside into the rain and he splashes around in the puddle and he's dancing in the rain. He's having so much fun. And Gerald is inside of the house saying, well, that looks like fun. I want to be outside too. So Gerald puts on his rain boots, his rain jacket. He looks for his umbrella. But by the time he gets all ready and he gets outside, the rain has stopped. And now Gerald is sad because he didn't get to play in the rain too. So, I don't know, what should they do? Should they splash in the puddles with no rain, or should they put on the hose or a sprinkler and pretend like it's still raining? I don't know. It's my story, I can choose. I think maybe they put on the sprinkler. and they play outside in the pretend rain. So there's one Elephant and Piggie story we could write, right? So now I like this raining idea. Let's keep that one for now. We can write some of the other ones later. I've got to think about it's raining. My next best step is to make a story map, just like we do for the books we read, but now I'm going to make a story map about the story that I'm going to write. Okay, so I am going to use just a plain piece of paper and my pencil, maybe. Yep. To make a story map for Elephant and Piggie. So to make my story map right, I draw a half line down, I draw across, and then beginning, middle, end, right? Okay, so we know our characters are Elephant. I'm just going to draw them quick. And Piggie. Right? Okay, I didn't have any other characters in my story. The setting. What's the setting of our story? Here's our characters, right? Setting is next. Well, they're inside the house to start, right? Maybe looking out of a window of some sort, and the weather outside, it's raining, right? And they're out. Piggie for sure is outside for at least part of it, maybe in the grass. Okay, so there's our setting, a house and the outside where it's raining. So in the story that I just acted out with my Elephant and Piggie puppets, and we'll put them here on the characters. What happened first? Do we remember? At the beginning, Piggie wanted to go outside. And Gerald sort of said no, right? I'm going to write that. Oh. I want to go outside. And here's Gerald. Saying no, right? Okay, in the middle of our story, what happens? Piggie goes outside, right? Piggie dressed in all of the rain gear with an umbrella. Is outside, having fun, splashing around in his raincoat, just having fun, right? And what's Elephant doing? He's inside the house, looking out the window, feeling sad. Maybe angry. Okay. I'll draw a sad face because I made an angry eye. Sad face inside the house. Okay. Then what's happening at the end of our story? Gerald gets all ready to come outside. He's got his umbrella. And he's all dressed in his outfit. But the rain has stopped, right? So in order for him not to feel left out, they turn on the sprinkler. Let's see. And then they both get to have fun in the sprinkler. Okay, so now I have my story map for my story about Elephant and Piggie wanting to go outside in the rain. Now I just need to write it down on the paper and think more about what both characters are saying to each other. Send me a picture of either send me a video of you acting out an Elephant and Piggie story, send me a picture of a story map you've made for your Elephant and Piggie story, or send me your actual Elephant and Piggie story, or send me all three. I want to see them. I want to see what you can come up with.